Hi people, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about my physical TBR because I have a lot of books in my bookcases that I have never read, and I do want to read them, otherwise they wouldn't be in my bookcase. So I thought it would be good for me to see how many books are actually in my bookcase, just so I can, see the numbers. Have a reality check about that. Also, I'm going to go on a book buying ban in the foreseeable from January onwards. So it is now December. I am still free to buy any books I want, but after December, I'm going to go on a book buying ban, and my idea was to force myself not to buy any books until I have read at least half of my physical TBR. So I'm going to have to see what is in my physical TBR and how many books there are. So if I know how many books there are in my physical TBR, I know when I can stop with my book buying ban. Now, why am I going on a book buying ban? Well, first of all, I have two bookcases. They are the IKEA Billy bookcases with one extension on the top. So there is limited space. And these two bookcases are basically full. They're in my living room. So they do need to look nice as well. At least I want them to look nice as well. So there is little room for me to expand. I would like to have another bookcase, but I wouldn't know where to put it. So I'm going on a book buying ban, so I will not extend my collection too far, so that I definitely need a new bookcase. There's still a little bit of space for me to expand, but not that much. Second of all, I have a lot of books that I bought at one point because I wanted to read them, and now it might be years later, I still haven't read them, but I bought these books for a reason, right? I wanted to read them, and I still do. So, going on a book buying ban will force me to read the books that I already have, so I can read those. Also, kind of to save money, but also not, because I'm going to put money in my book buying budget every month still. So am I going to save money? Probably not. Rules: I cannot buy any books until I have finished half of my physical TBR. 2, I can receive books as gifts, for example, for my birthday or for Christmas, but I don't hope this book buying ban is going to go on until next Christmas. I cannot ask my husband to buy me any books. He can give me a book when he feels like it himself, but I'm not going to ask him to buy me any books because our funds are intertwined. We have the same funds, so it's not fair. And he would definitely buy me stuff if I ask him to, and that is defeating the purpose of this book buying ban. And there are still 2 books on their way to me now that I have pre-ordered, so those are allowed. I cannot help it. They are on their way. They are allowed. So let's see what I have. Persuasion by Jane Austen. Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. Love and Friendship by Jane Austen. Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. Animal Farm by George Orwell. 1984 by George Orwell. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales by the Brothers Grimm. Middlemarch by George Eliot. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Far from the Maddening Crowd by Thomas Hardy. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. The Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. The Lost Queen by Sidney Pike. Billy Summers by Stephen King. Midnight at the Christmas Library by Jenny Colden. Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. God Killer by Hannah Kaner. The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. The 12 Dates of Christmas by Hannah Baylis. For the Throne by Hannah Witten. Fairy Tale by Stephen King. The Foundling by Stacey Holes. Femina by Janina Ramirez. The Beekeeper of Aleppo by Chrissy Lefteri. The Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. The Woman Warrior by Maxine Hong Kingston. Abdi Najee by André van Katz. Spare by Prince Harry. Brief Answers to the Big Questions by Stephen Hawking. Laat je hersenen niet zitten bij Erik Scherder. De meeste mensen deugen bij Rutger Bregman. Love Theoretically by Ellie Hazelwood. Kiss of the Selkie by Tessonya Odette. Yoke by Mary Choi. The Killer Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. A Wolf for a Spell by Kara Sutton. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. The Fair Isle Trilogy by Tessonya Odette. Press of the Emerald Sea by Brennan Sanderson. Women Who Run with the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Russian Tales. The Naromir Talipova. Ithaca by Claire North. The Silk Roads by Peter Frankopan. The Song of Ice and Fire series by J.R.R. Martin. The Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. Revival by Stephen King. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The Manning Three Witches by A.K. Blakemore. So those were all the books in my physical TBR. Counting them all, it's 63 books. So that's not as many as I thought there would be, but it's still a lot. So going by my own rules, cutting 63 in half is hard. So it would be, I would have to read 31.5 books before I can buy new ones. I'm going to say I only have to read 31 of my books before I can buy new ones again. So yeah, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. And you can expect some challenge videos of me where I try to finish my physical TBR. So thanks so much for watching. Comment down below how many books do you have that you haven't read yet. And do you collect books as well, like I do? Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I see you in the next one. Bye!